Hey, what's up, guys? So today we are going to do a full oracle reading with a full ritual to Apollon. So anytime I use the oracle cards, I like to pray to Apollon since he is the god of oracles. And yeah, so we're going to do a full ritual now. I don't always do a full ritual if I'm doing an oracle card reading, but we're going to do the full ritual today. So join me and let's go worship God and thank God, Apollon. So first thing I like to do when I do a ritual, especially if it's an important ritual, I always wash my face with sacred water, or kernobs, as people call it, and what it's called. So I don't usually show this part to you guys, but I'm going to do the full ritual today. So I wash my hands with soap and water before I even do the kernobs. And to do kernobs, you're going to see me light a bay leaf and drop it into the water. And then I'm going to wash my face and hands with that. And I will bless the altar that I'm going to be praying on today with the said water as well. And I'll show you guys all of that today. The full ritual. Hail to the gods, and may this water be blessed and purified. So what I like to do now is to pour the water out of the bowl onto my hands and then wash my hands and face. It's kind of like keeps the water pure after it's been cleansed, because I don't want to dip my hands into it, though some people do, and because it kind of makes it dirty again. So I'll pour a little water onto my hand, wash my hands, and then wash my face, and then move on to the next part of the ritual. So here I am at the altar of Apollon, and I am going to bless the altar with the kernobs, just to have all the miasma that has built up over time. I just pour a little in my hand and consecrate it. I say, may all impurities be banished. You can say what you want, but it's just a small prayer to help clear miasma before we pray. And blessings to you, great Apollon. May this altar be cleansed and purified to honor you today, great God. Hail and blessings to you. Hail and blessings to you, great Astia. May this altar be cleansed and purified to honor you today as well. Hail to you, great Goddess. So first prayers always go to Astia. So I thank you, great Goddess Astia, goddess of the home and hearth, and I thank you today for family and the home we live in. And I honor you first today with my prayers. And I thank you for who you are and all that has been in my life and will be. Hail and blessings to you, great Goddess. And I give you an offering of incense to thank you. And I thank you. And my favorite prayer for Apollon is the hymn to Delian Apollo. I will remember and I will not forget Apollo the archer. He goes to the house of Zeus and he makes the gods tremble. They all get up from their seats when he comes in. and when he pulls back his bright bow. Only Leto waits. She waits alone next to Zeus, who so enjoys the thunder. She unstrings the bow and closes the quiver, and she takes the equipment off of those powerful shoulders with her hands and hangs it onto the golden hook against a pillar of his father's house. She leads him over to a seat, and then she seats him. It is nectar then that his father gives him in a golden cup. He welcomes his son, and while the other gods have him sit down there. And the Lady Leto is happy that she has made a strong archer. Hail and blessings to you, great Apollon. Hail and blessings to you, and I thank you, great God of light and truth. Hail to you, great Apollon, the favored and mighty son of Zeus. Great God of music, we thank you for your healing touch. That just music alone soothes the soul and body. That for those moments, we can forget our pain. Hail to you, great God, for those gifts that you give us. Hail and blessings, you great Apollon. Hail to the son of Zeus. Hail to you, Apollon, the great God of medicine. I thank you for you and your children who heal us, that you watch over us and have the best doctors take care. May they have your blessing to heal us. And I thank you that we are led to those that can help us the most. And I thank you for the healing that we may live long and honor the gods and honor you, great God. Hail to you, Apollon, for your healing touch and the touch of your children. Blessings to you, great Apollon. To Apollon. Great God of oracles, I thank you. I thank you that you can see to the future to advise us of the best course we should take. Hail and blessings to you, great Apollon, the great God of the oracles and knower of what is to come. I thank you that you again help us, that we make the right decisions, and that you can help lead us. And you do help lead us in our lives if only we listen to what is to be. And I thank you for everything in our lives and the blessings and advice you give. Hail to you, great Apollon. And may this offering of bay leaves reach you, great God, an offering of thanksgiving for everything in our lives and all of the blessings we have, and that we know you're with us always, in the past, the present, and in the future. Hail to you, great God. So what is in here, guys, are bay leaves. So I will light the bay leaves, and I offer it as a thanksgiving to Apollon. What I also like to do after that is to put some frankincense, cone incense in here on top so it continues to burn, and you'll see it should continue to burn even longer as it burns the leaves further. So that is what I do next. Now to you, good God. So the deck that I use is the Mythic Oracle deck, and you can find this on Amazon. So how you use the deck is that you shuffle the deck until you feel it's time to pull a card. So I always pray till pull one, and then shuffle the deck and know when to pull the card, because you just feel it. So we got Achilles. And then we have Achilles. So I'm going to try to prop this up so you can see in case it's a card, so you guys can see I'm not just pulling it from random or choosing my own card. I'm going to set it up so you guys can actually see me actually just do it, and I'll pull the card. Anyway, guys. So the first thing I do is pray. So, blessings to you, great Apollon. I thank you for these cards and any advice that you give, my Lord. Hail and blessings to you, great Apollon, and I thank you that whatever we see is something that we need to know today. Blessings and hail to you, great God. And I thank you for everything again. It's kind of a crude setup, I know, but I don't have my stand. But I just wanted you guys to be able to see this, just see that I'm not just pulling a random card out. So again, this is Achilles. And then in the back, it is Achilles again. So I'm going to shuffle it, and then I pull when I feel like I should stop. Alright, so one fell out. It looks like a few fell out. Now on tarot cards, I know that means that's the one. So I'm curious which one fell out just now, but let's see if we get another one. All right, so I feel like right here. So all I'm gonna do is just pull the top one. It is Zeus. All right, so let's see which ones fell. It is Achilles. All right, so now we can just see we're going to see what Zeus says first, and then we can see what Achilles is. So I don't have these memorized, so the best thing I do is get my guidebook and I read what it says. I don't have these things memorized. So it says that Zeus is 14, divine expansion. So let's flip to 14 and see what it has to say. So it's actually on page 61. So this book gives you the myth, and then it tells you what the card means. So what the myth of Zeus is that Zeus is the king of the gods and the lord of the humankind. He is the ruler of the skies and the father of the world. His symbols are the lightning bolt, eagle, bull, and oak. He is the last born of the son of the Titans, Cronus and Rhea. When the mortal Semele demanded that he show her his true nature, Zeus revealed himself as pure, intense, and blinding. Lightning, so powerful that it consumed her. And as the spirit of the divine spark of life, Zeus fathered many heroes and gods. Alright, so what is the message today? So Zeus represents the divine spark of life. He holds the limitless space of the heavens within his realm. This is a great time of expansion for you. A new spark of divinity has been planted into your life. As the seed grows, so too does your consciousness undergo a deep transformation and expansion. This may be a good time for you to write or record ideas. So the lightning bolt represents awakenings, realizations, and personal epiphanies. And these can be both joyous and terrifying, as a shift in the consciousness always requires you to let go of an old way of thinking. Although your old patterns are now outdated and restrictive, they have always become comfortable, and it takes courage to let them go and to allow yourself to expand. Lightning touched you and awakened you to fulfill your potential. This is an inspired time when anything is possible. You are shaking off your old, unnecessary patterns and retaining only what is true. As you are electrified by new insights and feel a surge of energy rushing through you, the universe is guiding you to higher goals. Trust. This is the time to live life truly empowered and awake. Awesome. So that is Zeus. And that's why I did it live and crudely, so you guys can see I just didn't pull random cards. So that's the one I got. Now, Achilles is what fell out. Let's see what Achilles has to say. Achilles, an extremely complex hero, was the son of the sea nymph Thetis and King Peleus. He was the central figure in the Trojan War, wearing armor crafted by the god Hephaestus. The Greeks could not have won the Trojan War without Achilles. He was without a doubt the greatest warrior of his time, yet he was also deeply affected by his humanity. He was capable of great love, grief, pride, and anger that rivaled that of the gods themselves. When Thetis told him that he could either live a long and comfortable life or go to Troy and die with glory, he chose to fight. Despite his skills as a warrior, he was slain. Paris, known as a coward in battle, shot Achilles with an arrow through his heel in the only vulnerable part of his body. So what is the message for Achilles? Achilles accepted his vulnerability as that word is what I'm laughing at. Me and Matt trying to say it. As it is better to die for what you believe in and what you love than to live comfortably without love or courage. Achilles represents our desire for glory and immortality, and the complexity and grief that we find during our search. He accepted the inevitable, and yet strove for meaning and purpose. This is the fundamental link that binds all humankind. So if you drawn this card today, you may feel a call to glory, to devote yourself to a higher cause. This is a time to remember that the greatest warrior has the greatest heart. In order to accomplish great things, you must be able to connect to your vulnerability, to reveal something deeper in your nature, to reveal what makes you human. Your vulnerability will connect you to all of humankind and bring power to what you achieve. This is a time to live and breathe the passion that exists within you. For this love and passion will lead you to the ultimate glory. Heavenly blessings to you, great Apollon. I thank you, great God, that you have held me today. And I thank you every day for all of your blessings, great God. From my heart to you, great one, I thank you. Heavenly blessings to you, great Apollon. So my final prayers are to you, Goddess Istia. I thank you, great Goddess, that you are with us in the home and family, that we have a home, that you watched over my ancestors, and you watch over future generations. Heavenly blessings, you great Goddess, and I end the prayer and ritual to you today. So there you go, guys. That is my full ritual to Apollon, and when I have an oracle reading I want to do. So if you want to get that in depth with it, that is an option, and do what works for you and that you see results. The main thing is that I like to honor God Apollo. There are days that I may not do way in-depth stuff, but I still do at least pray to him if it's an oracle reading. And again, that is the Mythic Oracle deck, and you can find it on Amazon. I sound like a commercial now. And I have done a review of it in the past, so just search later in the past of my channel and you'll find that review. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's kind of a lengthy video, more than I was planning, but that's not a bad thing. I'll talk to you later. Adios.